Lake Victoria, home to one of Africa's biggest fishing industries. Despite its rich resources, the population has been devastated by HIV/AIDS. Kenya has about 2.4 million orphans and vulnerable children, also known as OVCs. About half of these have been orphaned by the pandemic.
My father died 2 years ago, and I'm having my mother, who is always sickly. We are 6 in the family. That is one brother and 5 sisters.
Responsibility for the family now falls on the shoulders of the young 17-year-old who has been forced to drop in and out of school as she struggles to look after her siblings.
When I wake up in the morning, I first go to fetch water at the lake. After fetching water, I come back, sweep the house, clean utensils. If there is tea or porridge, I prepare for the younger sisters of mine. After that, I go out to look for how we can get lunch or supper.
The young girl has had to find a way of meeting the needs of her family, which has put her in daily contact with fishermen, leaving her vulnerable to exploitation.
The money I get to support our family, I get from my boyfriend, who is a fisherman at the beach where I come from. He always gives me fish plus some amount of money, of which I spend to support our family. To get that money, I have to have sex with that boyfriend of mine in order to give me some amount of money, of which I do it twice in a week. And after that, he gives me some 200 or 150 shillings, of which I have to use to support the family. It has been 2 years since I started that business of mine with the fishermen at the lake. I feel bad having sex with the fishermen because it is quite embarrassing to me. When I go out to the fishermen, they see me like a child, but what they need is only to have sex. With me also, I'll not bother denying it because it is a way of searching for money to support the family.
Across the lake, a way out is being found.
My name is Lilian Achia. I am 17 years old and I live from Kisumu. I live with my grandmother and our 2 younger sisters. I am the head of this house. I am looking after my grandmother because she is blind and she can't see anything. I am the one to look after our 2 sisters. I have for them to go to school. I have to buy for them some uniform and to pay for them school fees. My parents died long time ago and left us when we are still young, when we cannot able to do anything. The challenges I face, that overworking, because I usually go to sleep at 11 and wake up at 4. That cannot make me to read well because I usually work throughout. It is too much for me because I can't rest. I don't have any time to spend with my friends because when I am spending with them time, I think I will do some work in our house.
The cash transfer program for orphans and vulnerable children, which is being implemented by the government of Kenya, is aimed at providing a social protection system through regular cash benefits to families looking after orphans and vulnerable children. This is done to encourage fostering and retention of children within their families and communities. Once every 2 months, the enrolled families receive cash payouts to enable them provide basic needs for the children. A stringent selection process has been put in place to ensure that the most deserving families are enrolled in the program.
After every 2 months, I usually go to collect money, 3,000 from Post Bank. And after that, I come here with those money and to buy some food for our sisters and my grandmother. The remaining I can buy for them uniforms, books, to help them in school.
Each family representative from the selected families is then issued with a programmed identity card, which he or she will produce at the local post office to receive the cash payout. This system has so far had an overall positive impact on the welfare of the beneficiaries and is so far reaching 75,000 households, taking care of more than 240,000 orphans and vulnerable children in 47 Kenyan districts.
When I get 3,000, I spend 500 to buy maize, which can help us to go through, and 200 for vegetables and shops. Another 500 I used to buy uniform and books for my sisters, and 1,000 I collect for my school fee. The remaining 1,000 I buy stocks to take me till the next time I pick the money. This 3,000 shillings is helping me through many ways.
Inauza shilingi 65 lakini utaongea.
Kwa bei kwa 60. If I could not have the money, I could not go to school. I could not able to look after this my younger sisters also, and my grandmother who can't see. My life in school is I want to work hard to achieve my education. And after school, I want to be a nurse. The children's right is education. Education is children's right because when your parents educate you, you can achieve and have some good life in future.
More resources are still required to ensure that this initiative reaches a higher number of beneficiaries to reduce the exploitative trend among children. Unite for children.